So I was back on the overlap to discuss West Ham, our relegation battle, and if we'll come up, if we go down. And Jamie Carragher couldn't resist asking me, do we regret wanting Moyes out? The question is inevitable. And check it out to see how I answered it, and I'll be back afterwards to go into more details.
Right, let's get to West Ham, because they are a dead cat.
I can't even argue anymore.
Go on, where are we at?
Right, where are we at?
You beat...
Pause, Matt.
Oh,
Go on, mate.
okay. Love you, lad.
Not doing relegation.
Has he just come when he wants? Pause his beard and then gets off.
I'm on the same train. What train are you on?
I've got a bit of space.
He's given up halfway.
West Ham, you beat Spurs. Come on. Is the dead cat still alive? Is it still breathing?
We're back. Do you know what? Like, I would like to say, come here and be super positive and say, oh, look, we beat Spurs and now we can kick on. It's a positive result. But I didn't necessarily see anything different than I've seen throughout the season. We've beat a crap team, right? We went 1-0 up, and it was I'm sorry, but...
Talking about you, by the way.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
But it was the same old story. We went 1-0 up, and all of a sudden we've panicked, right? And gone super defensive and just let them have all the ball and come on to us, right? They eventually got their goal. And then it's 1-1, and we're doing the same thing. Fortunately, he subbed on Callum Wilson at the last minute, the player that he didn't want, and said, your third choice for these two new signings.
I thought he was gone. I couldn't believe it.
He's trying to go. And he's come on, and we've got the goal, right? But there's nothing in that performance that I look at and go, yeah, like Sunderland, like we're gonna go and beat Sunderland, and we're gonna go and win the next one. We're still 5 points off safety. So to me, Spurs, that's all well and good. It's not a test. Sunderland's the real test. Like, I'm sorry.
No, you are right.
Like I said, the worst team we've faced all season.
We were dreadful.
So as it stands, for me, I think we're still going down. You know, and that's a shocking crime to say that West Ham, in the grand scheme of things of what we were promised, are now about to be relegated.
Do you regret calling for Moyes' head?
The thing is with the Moyes thing, right, is it started then under Moyes. I'm not saying it's Moyes' fault, but this started under Moyes. We replaced Declan Rice, the best player in the world, as we've just heard, right, with Edson Alvarez, who's now on loan to Fenerbahce for 35 million, James Ward-Prowse for 30 million.
JWP.
Yeah, JWP for 30 million. So the recruitment has been consistently horrendous. Like, we saw these issues under Moyes. So you sell a big player like that and don't replace them. So in hindsight, maybe I should have been like, well, it don't matter who the manager is because it was always going to be an issue. But it's what we've done since. You bring in Lopetegui, who thought Lopetegui was the answer? Yeah, and then he went to Spain, and then we got in Graham Potter like 6 months later or whatever it was. He come in and he was awful, and then like 6-7 months later you got Nuno, and you bring in Nuno and don't give him his backroom staff and go, here's the academy coaches, have them. Like, this is just, so whoever it is, it all comes from the top. I see Simon Jordan say this has been a successful ownership.
Ignore him, he's an idiot.
What is he talking about?
He says that about the Chelsea owners as well.
Yeah, he's successful. We're about to hit our second relegation under them after moving to the stadium, driving away nearly 40,000 fans. Yeah, driving away nearly 40,000 seats.
Do you worry if you went down, that the way the club is, you'll know probably more about it than me, financially behind the scenes, do you think it could be a big problem in terms of coming back?
Yeah, I honestly do. Like the small sliver of hope I have is you think, if we go down, they might leave and we might get taken over. But in the grand scheme of things, as it stands, I think we are going to be there for a while because, I know I go back to the stadium, but you look at it this way, we're in that championship. I remember the last time, like, everyone sees you as a scalp in there, right? You're the big team. Teams come to your ground, the championship teams, the Premier League side, and they up their game. It's a cup final. But for us, it's not a fortress. So we're at a disadvantage at our own home ground in the championship. This is another reason why I think we're going down, but we're in a disadvantage down there. And we've run so poorly, how are we getting the players to get us up? They got us up last time because we happened to get Big Sam and convince him to come, and Kevin Nolan, we managed to convince him to drop down. I don't think we're in a situation where we're going to get big names to come and drop down and get us up, So I think it's looking bleak unless we can get a new owner, and even then, that's a dice roll.
You actively hate your club now, don't you? A lot of West Ham fans actively hate West Ham. Like loads of good West Ham fans have walked away already, haven't they?
Yeah, like I said, we've lost nearly 40,000 season ticket holders from Upton Park to now. I'm one of them because the identity's gone, the soul is gone. You don't recognise it, and this is supposed to be seen as a success because we got one Conference League that didn't even exist when we moved into the stadium. You know, I'll give up the Conference League and move back to Upton Park and be that team that's happy with a mid-table and every now and then we'll have a good cup run. I'm happy. I didn't ask for this.
Mid-table, you wish.
Yeah, listen, I would love to be mid-table, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't ask for this, but he'd come along and said, we're going to go get Champions League, we're going to win league titles, we're going to do this.
That?
No, we didn't believe it, but the idea is that, OK, we're going to try to achieve these things.
Yeah.
We're going to be in situations where, OK, we'll try to get into Champions League. We only had 3 seasons in Europe, again, because the Conference League was invented. Without the Conference League, right, we would have had 1 season in Europa League, which I loved, but we've got to have some perspective. It's not been successful.
It is a tragedy.
It's a tragedy.
That's
a
you think
great
about
word.
what West Ham are and what they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to represent, and the state of them now.
Base as well.
It's such a warning sign to any team about moving stadiums
ground's
or whatever
crap.
else. It's horrific.
Yeah, I wouldn't move.
I've got no love for West Ham, but
I mean, I'd love to, listen, I don't know if I speak for everybody on the panel, but I don't want to see West Ham get relegated. They just feel like there should be a club that's in the Premier League. I know Bernard have a different...
So there it is. Look, the question, I'm not mad at it. It's going to come up. The media want to know. It only gives me a chance to go on these platforms and sort of explain it from a West Ham perspective. I know not every West Ham fan will agree with me, but, you know, I think there's a lot of fans that feel the same way. And it was good. We didn't get to have as much time to talk about West Ham as we might have. I think we went a bit over time to about Man United and Arsenal and Liverpool and all of that. And that's the nature of it. That's why, you know, it means so much having you lot support this channel and West Ham Fan TV, because, you know, we're not going to get much airtime on these big platforms, West Ham, right? You know, so these are the best places to discuss West Ham, because it's always going to be a little bit at the end and a little bit fit in, because, you know, that it's always about the bigger teams. You know, that's just the nature of it. So it means a lot to have everyone, even the non-West Ham fans that watch this, because yeah, listen, we love our club, we want to talk about our club, and there's a lot to talk about. You know, the transfer window is all over the place, and I'm still skeptical. Some people will look at what I said as a bit negative on the overlap about just still not being convinced after the Spurs game. Maybe some people think it was a big positive and will kick on. But I still think that this team have a lot to prove to us, because we saw the same problems. It's such fine margins. And listen, I'm happy with it, and I'm happy with the boys and how they've won the second half, but it's still the same problems. Sunderland is the test. It's the real test. And if we can get a result against them, then that's everything. Listen, I'm not like, when it comes to relegation battles, I'm not all about performances. You know, if we can just shithouse a load of wins, I'd take that. But we have to prove that we can get wins, because that was our first win in over 2 months, and we scraped it. We narrowly got that, and it looked like Spurs were going to get the winner. But, you know, we got that corner. Wilson comes on, does the business. So, yeah, I can't apologise for being sceptical. They've given me no reason to be confident. It's a big test. If we beat Sunderland, I'll start believing this team can stay up. So fingers crossed we can. But yeah, great to be back on the overlap. A lot of great people on there. So yeah, good to catch up with people like Rory Jennings, who is a great bloke. He kind of gets it. He gets West Ham a lot. Yeah, Ben, the Spurs fan, you know, a lot of people behind the scenes as well. Yeah, some great people there. So go check out the full episode. You know, we got into a lot of different subjects, and I chipped in where I thought it was appropriate, and had to take a shot at the Arsenal fan, Matt, at one point. So yeah, go check that out, and show me some love in the comments if you can. It helps, you know, them want to get me back on in the future. So appreciate you all, and I will see you later on West Ham Fan TV Friday Night Pint.